I hate that this camera's flipped. I can never tell which side my stuff is going on. All right, there's that. So let's see. Hello, Susan. I'm actually here at a decent time. I'm going to try to start getting back on a schedule. So, hey, Kayla, how are you? I'm going to try to start getting back on a good schedule. Me and my husband came to a welcome, Audra. Me and my husband came to a little thing today after our you got on Rise, we were hopping off. Yeah. Everybody was really great and helped me win, which was awesome. We did win. We did win. So I won 2 out of 3. So, well, we only had to do the 2, obviously, but yeah, I won 2. I won both of them in a row. The first one, I think it was, I beat her. I think it was like 7,000 to 5,000, and then the second one, I beat her 9,000 to 4,000. So, we're gonna try to maybe do a battle a week type deal, maybe on Fridays. With his shortage of work, anything would help at this point. So the next couple weeks are going to be particularly sketchy. We were good for this week. Next week is going to be a bad week. I know next week is going to be a bad week. I know. He only worked 5 days out of 6 with a pay cut. So next week's going to suck. I have money set aside. So, we'll be fine, but I'm concerned about the next 2 weeks. And then we go into November, which is a 5-week month, which by then his work should even out, because right now, essentially, his plant is only working at like X amount of capacity. He he was going into South Carolina, and when the hurricane happened, it decimated I-40 and I-26. He can no longer get to South Carolina. So they're rerouting him into a Georgia suburb, an Atlanta suburb in Georgia. And we took a little bit of a pay cut. And on top of that, because the plant is only working at X amount of capacity, they have cut his load for the 6th day. And we really need 6 days with a pay cut. I mean, with a pay cut, we need the 6 days he normally worked. And so next week he's doing a 5-day. But I was able to, luckily he actually ended up getting a quarter bonus this week that I could put aside for next week. So next week's looking okay or whatever, but I'm really worried about next week and the week after. Then November, it should even out to where it's a 5-week month, bills will be lower, and he should be able to get runs 6 days, hopefully. So hopefully everything works out. So yep, that's how it is, Audra. The holidays come in and the money goes out. But we were able to we've been all right this week. I made it to where we're okay this week. Next week, we're gonna end up going through most of our savings next week that I've saved up. And then the week after will give us a better idea, because then he should we don't know, should have a hopefully a 6-day week. If not, it's a 5-day week. But hopefully it all equals out and levels out soon. So that's part of the reason why I decided to try to start doing some battles, because we to help the pay cut, we basically took a lot of our allowance to help offset that. So we still have our other allowance money as of right now. But if we have to start going into that, then we have to start going into that. I mean, you have to be able to pay bills. And if you don't have money at the end of the day, you don't have money at the end of the day. Now you guys can, whoever's watching this and recording it, what's your other account? What do you mean your other account? What other account? somebody can get on here and try to drive me into the ground because, oh my God, they're broke, they're poor, bitch. You know what? The hurricane fucked everybody. Everybody on the East Coast got fucked, and we were doing good. We were finally in a place where I was comfortable. The hurricane hit, and right now I'm just grateful that he has a job, and he had to take a pay cut to keep that job. The only other option we have at this point, if shit hits the fan, is he's going to have to leave for 5 to 6 days a week. He'll have to go out for a week at a time. And I really, really, really do not want that. I really don't. And if it involves eating ramen every goddamn day, then it's going to be ramen every day because I really, really, really do not want him gone for a week at a time. So if you want to get on and you want to make jokes about the fact that we're struggling, you know what? So is a lot of people right now. And if that's what you got against me is the fact that I'm struggling, fuck you. And I hope that karma hits you where the sun don't shine, essentially. Because if that's what you're going to do is make fun of people for the financial issues, just know that one day that will come back and bite you. We don't have parents to fall back on. We don't have credit cards to fall back on. We don't have loans to fall back on. We have nothing. We have ourselves. We have a job that got a pay cut and that is involved in a hurricane where his loads not only got a pay cut, but there's days where he is not going to be able to work to full capacity. So I don't know what to tell you. There's people who do it. I've been talked about on platforms before, making fun of the fact that me and my husband only get they say we only get $100 a month for allowance, but let's just go that route. Let's say we did. Let's say we got $25 a week to ourselves. And there's people who don't even get that a week. That's what you're gonna be like, oh my God, they only get. No, we're at the point where they were saying that we were getting more than that a week. Is that going to be a reality now with this pay cut? No. It's not, and that's reality, and that's adulting, and that's life, dude. No, meal subscription is not cheaper, not by any stretch of the imagination. And I don't eat but like 4 things. So, I'm sorry, Audra. It is what it is. And if that's what you want to go at is the fact that I'm struggling right now because of a fucking hurricane, you have that karma. You have that karma because everything was great till that hurricane hit and the road got decimated and he could no longer have that run to South Carolina. So now he's going to Georgia, but it's a little bit of a pay cut. It's a little bit of a pay cut, and that is life. And we don't have savings. We can't have savings. There's not enough money to save. When you're getting as much money as we are getting taken out of our paycheck to pay for said bankruptcy, because we took a 13, not a 7. We didn't walk away. We owed $20,000. So we are getting garnished every fucking week without fail. They take it out before we even see it. We took a 401k loan. They're taking that out before we see it. So right there, we are losing almost $200 a week that we would normally have because of shit that we had to do. So, it's frustrating when people want to look down their nose at people that are honest, hardworking people that struggle. Like, we're doing our thing. We own a home. We are doing what a lot of people can't do. There's a lot of people who can't even afford to be in my shoes. I can't afford to be in my shoes, to be honest, right now. But, okay. If you're going to tell me the other account, you can get bent. If that's what you're going to tell me. Because that's not just your account. That is an account attached to people that I do not want involved in my life. And your friends cannot accept that. Your friends do not understand boundaries. And I'm not having that in my life. I'm not having people in my space that I don't want here. And it's disgusting to me that these people are so adamant and like, oh, can you unblock me? No. No. I'm not going to unblock people who told me that I murdered my animals. I'm not going to unblock people who told me that I deserve my abuse. I'm not doing it Those are sick, twisted individuals, and I don't want them in my life. I have that right as a person to decide who comes in my life. And if they can't accept that, they honestly, I'm not even meaning to be rude, need therapy. Because the fact that these people think it's perfectly acceptable and okay to cross boundaries is ridiculous and scary. So yeah, so we are not in a great place financially right this second until we find out exactly what's going on. And I'm not going to find out exactly what's going on for 2 to 3 weeks. So, I have been sitting here worried sick to the point of literally feeling like I'm going to vomit constantly, having panic attack on panic attack, crying. I just got done crying. Do you know before the battle, 5 minutes before the battle, I was on my couch crying my eyes out. But I knew I had to do this battle. I had told everybody that I needed to do it. And I was on a couch fucking crying my fucking eyeballs out 5 minutes before the goddamn battle. So that is life. That is reality right now. And I don't know, I'm not going to let somebody make me feel like shit for circumstances we can't control. We could not control a motherfucking hurricane. Period. And unfortunately, it sucks that we in Kentucky are having an aftermath like this. But I will tell you, I am thankful beyond comprehension that they did not just say, you know what, the plant shut down, the road shut down, you're fired. You're fired. Okay. I can do that for you, Guac. He could have no job. He could have no job. And so am I going to be absolutely thankful that he has a job that we got a pay cut on? Yep. Am I going to do everything in my fucking power to make sure that everything is done if it involves eating fucking ramen every day? Yep. Is half my grocery bill going to feed my pets that are my responsibility? Yep. My husband was talking about the fact that we may have to cancel Yoda's fucking farmer's dog that is keeping her healthy and alert and here. And I said, absolutely not. We're not canceling it. It's not happening. This food has given her new energy. She's alert. She's walking around. She's doing good. And if we cancel that, we are going to shorten our time with her. So regardless, I don't care if we take a pay cut. That damn dog is getting her $110 food a month. That is happening. And I don't care what I have to do it. If I have to do battles to do it, if I have to do tarot readings to do it, if I have to get on here and fucking ask people and say, hey, can you help keep my dog alive? I'm going to fucking do it. And if you want to put my ass through a ringer, go ahead. Go ahead. Because I will do what needs to be done. And this has nothing to do with, well, if you had these animals, if you can't afford these animals, you shouldn't have them. I was in a good place when we got these animals. And unfortunately, I fell in a bad place. So what should I do? Get rid of the animals? Abandon them? Give them to people who could hurt them or kill them or ignore them or whatever? No, they're my responsibility. I have to have them. And so help me God, I will find every way I can to do that. And if you want to look down your nose at me, I don't give a fuck. Period. I will take every hit financially that I have to do to make sure that my animals have what they need at any given time, because just because we fell on hard times financially, they're not going to suffer from it. And I will do what needs to be done to make sure that they are looked after, if that involves me eating goddamn peanut butter and jelly every goddamn day of my life. No, I don't have creditors. I'm in a Chapter 13 bankruptcy. I don't have creditors. I've looked into sponsorships. I haven't been able to get sponsorships. I've looked into a couple of them. So, every day it's another bullshit thing that I read about myself. And one thing that is super frustrating is people who are like, if you have all these animals, you can't even afford them. I could when I got them. I absolutely could when I got them. I could 2 weeks ago. And next week I can't. I'll fucking figure it out. This week, the damn dog food was a third of my grocery bill. And guess who got fed? The dogs. So you can either commend me for making sure that the animals that I do have are going to live their best life, no matter at what fucking cost, or you can look down your goddamn nose at me and say whatever you want to try to make me feel bad. But I will tell you here and fucking now, these animals are like my kids. And what you're not going to do when you fall on hard times is throw your kid in the trash bin and say, hey, guess what, kid? We can't afford you anymore. That's not how this works. And if you in your time of hardship could just say, you know what, I'm gonna put my dog in the shelter, I can't afford it. That says a lot more for you than it does for me. I ain't gonna feel bad. I ain't gonna fucking feel bad. Period. I will tell you that I'm about to literally like lose my shit on Riley because I had the audacity to go to bed. I had the audacity to go to sleep, to wake up to her digging a hole under my fence for the umpteenth fucking time, to the point that my goat got out. She was in the fucking goat enclosure. The goat was out of the fucking fence because I had the audacity to go to sleep. To which then somehow my ringer got turned off. My husband called me 53 times trying to wake me up, called me on Messenger, but my ringer somehow got shut off. He had to hitch a ride home from work after an hour, came flying into my room screaming because he thought I was dead. Because I had the audacity to fucking go to sleep. And this is why, when I tell you guys that I don't sleep, this is why. I don't sleep because I swear to God, every time I go to sleep, a fucking catastrophe happens. Every fucking time. This is why I do not sleep. I had the audacity to go to sleep today, and my goat got out, my dog got out, and my ringer got shut off, and my husband had to hitch a ride home. Because I had the audacity to sleep for 4 hours. 4. I slept for 4 hours. And that's what happens when I sleep. So if you guys want to wonder why I don't fucking sleep, that is why. That is fucking why. Because I swear to God, every time I go to sleep, there's a fucking catastrophe. And then he's yelling at me, well, you wear earplugs. It don't matter. My ringer was off. I hear my phone. Through the earplugs, I hear my phone. I have to wear earplugs. You know why? Because your fucking dogs don't shut the fuck up ever. And now he tells me I can't put them outside when I'm sleeping to run around. I have to keep them in the house, which means they're going to bark, which means they're going to keep me up. So that's fucking awesome. But no, even with all that, even with the fact that they've destroyed my whole fucking house, they have destroyed my fence 7 times. They have torn up my floor. They've ate my walls. They've ate my keyboards and my mouse. They have ate my couch. I can't afford them. Guess who still fucking has them? Me. Because that's what you do. As many times as I've wanted to give that goddamn dog up, and I'm telling you right now, I still may fucking do it. Because that dog is ruining my fucking house and home right now. But as it stands right now, even though she has fucking absolutely destroyed my house, destroyed my fence, destroyed my furniture, my walls, my floor, ate my clothes, and I can't fucking afford them, I still have them at a detriment to myself, at the detriment of having to fix all the shit that she fucking eats, at the detriment of the fact that they eat better than I do. I spend more on groceries on the damn dogs than I do on myself. By the time I buy my pet food and like laundry soap, floor soap, toilet paper, whatever, by the time I buy those essentials and my dog food, I have almost nothing left for groceries. But that's okay, because that's what I signed up for. I can't use a muzzle for sleep time. There's 9 of them. I couldn't afford 9 muzzles if I had to. Number 2, I don't want to do that. Number 3, I don't think it would help. Have I eaten at all today? Yes, I had warmed up spaghetti. Can I sleep at night the same schedule as my husband? No. I can't. That is just not my circadian rhythm. I cannot sleep when he sleeps. That would drive me insane. Not to mention the man only gets 6 hours of sleep. He goes to bed about 8. He gets up. Well, he goes, it's like he goes to bed at 8 and then he gets up at like 4. He does not get 8 hours of sleep because he can't sleep for the first 2 hours. So he gets like 6 hours of sleep. If I told you how much I spent on groceries, you guys would fucking fall over. If I told you my fucking grocery budget. Let's just say your $250 a week can almost buy it for a month. Well, I can buy it for 2.5 weeks here. It's 2.5 weeks. $250 is 2.5 weeks for me. I'm not fucking around. I have robbed Peter to pay Paul for years now, and Peter and Paul are both broke ass bitches, and there's nothing else I can do. With this pay cut, I have done everything I can to make sure that everything's okay. And no, I can't just go get a job, for those of you wondering, well, what the fuck? Number one, do I get paid for this? Yes, I do. Number two, I cannot work in 99% of situations because of issues. Number three, that is the reason I'm on fucking disability. And I have been for 22 years, because I have an actual bona fide disability that I keep trying to make myself work. I last 3 fucking months and I have to quit because I can't work, and I need to accept that at some point. And I keep going, no, I can do it. And I last 3 months every fucking time because I shouldn't be working because I am disabled. And then I try to do it and I fail fucking miserably. As well, she can't keep a job. No shit, I'm disabled, you dumb fuck. I am literally bona fide disabled. Like, I don't know what you want from me. I try above and beyond my measure. I keep trying to say, you know what? Well, maybe I can beat it this time. Maybe I can do it this time. Maybe I'll be okay this time. And every single time I am wrong. I fail. I feel like shit. And then I have these assholes who act like it's my fault when I have literally been doing this for 22 years. And I have had numerous jobs trying to beat this fucking situation that I can't beat. And instead of giving me kudos for trying, you want to run me through the fucking ringer. Well, fuck you. That's okay, Alana. Liking the lives doesn't help. Sitting here with the commercials helps, and doing being a member helps. So if you have a membership, you pay per month for extra content, essentially. So you can either get a membership per month, which I see a portion of that, or just being here and being here long enough that there's commercials that run that I get paid for the commercials. That's how I get paid on here. So I already don't do and get things. I buy my clothes off of fucking Temu. I don't go anywhere. I don't do anything. I bought myself a gym membership so that I can fucking increase my body muscle mass so that I stop dislocating everything every time I breathe. That's my biggest fucking purchase for the month, is the fact that I have a gym membership, and that I pay $20 a month to play a game because I don't leave my house. And I have to have something to do. So my whole whopping gym membership and a game to keep me sane, that's my big purchases. I don't spend a whole lot on vape, believe it or not. I really don't. I have to buy it in the beginning, and then I don't have to buy it for a while. So I understand, Michelle. I understand people cannot afford subscriptions. I'm saying that if you can, awesome. The memberships, anybody can subscribe, but I understand that. I understand that 1,000%. I'm a broke ass bitch. You are preaching to the choir. I'm just saying that's how I get paid, is memberships and watching the ads. No, just being here, just hanging out with me, and having, commercials. Even if you hit skip, I get it. Commercials suck. Even if you hit skip, you know, being here and hanging out and keeping my mind off of the fact that my life is a fucking dumpster fire is great. Yes, watching old lives helps because there's commercials in the lives. Watching the video content helps. Watching old lives helps. Yes. As she says, commercial one plays. I summoned it. I summoned it. Usually, what happens in my lives is one person takes it for the team. There'll always be one person who's like, I've gotten 6 commercials. You're the one. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate everybody who tries to help. I was telling Fancy in the battle that some of you guys weren't able to get to. I because my phone ringer did that shit, and the fact that I basically keep the car to go to the gym in the morning and then go to sleep. My husband's like, I'm taking the car from now on. Unless you need it, unless you have a doctor's appointment. And he's like, I can pick up the groceries. I can go to the pet store on the way home. He's like, unless you need it for like a doctor's appointment or you got something you have to go do. He's like, I'm taking the car to work, which number one is going to save gas because it takes me about an hour to take him there and back. And I have to do that twice a day. So I take him and I come home and I take him and I come home. By him taking the car, it's going to cut down on gas. Okay, that's perfect. Number two. So what we're going to do is I am going to essentially get him up, go to bed, get up, when he gets home, spend time with him until he goes to bed at about 8 o'clock. Then I'm going to go live. I'm going to go back to my 8, 9, 10 o'clock schedule. This is the part that's going to suck. Then when I get off live at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, then I'm going to go to the gym. Then I'm going to come home and get him up and do it all over again. Yes, it pays if you watch old lives. It pays if you watch old lives. It pays if you watch videos. Anything that you watch of mine that you're going to get commercials on is going to help. Yes. I don't know what's been going on with YouTube the past since October. But my thing is not counting like it should be. And I noticed this about 4 days ago that it's not counting the way it's supposed to be. And it's to the point where I'm going to have to get a hold of YouTube if it keeps going on like this. Thank you, Michelle. I have to cancel another subscription before I forget. Fuck me. I have a subscription to something I have to, not on here. I'm going to have to cancel. Thank you, KJ. I'm still so sorry for what I said to you. Like, I think about that. Like, you don't even understand. Like, you were so nice to me. And I was like, you're a troll. The timing was awful, bro. And I feel so bad. Like, you don't even understand, dude. I literally thought about you the other day. Like, I feel like shit. I really do. You just tried to make me smile and I was an asshole. And I'm sorry. It never happened. It happened. It happened and I feel like shit. And I feel like shit because it should have never happened. It should have never happened. But unfortunately, because I allow people in my life that I shouldn't allow in my life, I spend too much time talking to people I shouldn't. I spend too much time giving people second chances, too much time thinking that people aren't going to fuck me over in the end, spending time on these fucking people. Okay, thank you, Michelle. I've just had a really rough week. That's all. It'll fix. It always does. You know, I cried Thursday. I cry all the time, but I cried Thursday because I knew that next week was going to be awful. And I knew that basically what they did at my husband's job was really fucked up. They introduced this really great safety bonus and Everybody got it. And then they put these AI cameras in the truck. Like he had cameras in the truck, but they have AI cameras in the truck now. So if you like so much as look away like this in 12 hours, you can get dinged for not being safe, which then effectively threw out all the safety bonuses. After they literally like was like, "Hey, we're going to give you this great safety bonus." They were like, "Yeah, you know what? If you take your eyes off the road for a split second to look like this, we're going to ding you for safety." So, nobody's going to get him now. And he called me on Thursday and told me that somehow, some way that he doesn't understand, he got the safety bonus. And because of that safety bonus, we're going to be able to pay our bills next week. That's why I always have to laugh when people are like, "Oh, your husband's off doing this." Bitch, he's got AI cameras. He can't even answer the phone. He can't make phone calls. He can't nothing. He can't nothing. That they literally will ding him for anything. So it was Julie, 1,000%, and I was just crying because I was so grateful. And then, as you know, then yesterday I got my paycheck, his paycheck, and I couldn't figure out why it was wrong. We went in and looked, everything was right. It was just the fact I didn't tax the bonus correctly. But that scares me because when they put the bonus on, he was getting an extra 3 cents per mile for the run he was doing. And when they put the bonus on, they decided to take the 3 cents a mile off, which you'd think that's not a lot of money. And it's not a super lot amount of money, but it's still money that they take off. And so as it looks right now, it is going to get scary. And there is a possibility that he's going to have to go regional. And then he's like, "Oh, I don't want to go regional because of, this, that, or whatever. I'm going to have to change companies." If he changes companies, he's going to start off on the low rung. And then we're not going to get the amount of pay fucking anyway. And then on top of that, where he wants to work is 40 minutes away that I'm going to have to drive him to, that he's still out. Basically, he goes to work, he's out at night, he comes home. So I'm going to have to drive almost an hour each way to take him to work for him to be gone overnight. Maybe not make any fucking better pay. Like, we are so ass over barrel right now. It is unreal. And it makes you feel fucking hopeless. It makes you feel absolutely fucking hopeless. Like, I can't even explain to you how many times in the past 2 days I have just been like, you know what? It would just be so much easier if I wasn't here. Honestly, like, because I'm just done. I'm done worrying. I'm done just fucking worrying. I spent my whole life growing up doing this shit. And then, you get to a good place and then shit happens. And you get to a good place and shit happens. And I'm just tired of getting to a place. We were just finally doing good. We were just finally to where I didn't have to worry about a damn thing. And now here we are yet again doing this shit again. And I'm just over it. I am just over it, dude. I don't even know what to tell you how over it I am. I'm so tired of my life being so goddamn dependent on money. Like, that is all I think about. I am sick all day long. I am so nauseous that I can't even I'm my anxiety's through the roof. I'm fucking nauseous. I'm depressed. I don't want to eat. I don't want to sleep. I get on here and I have to sit here. I think a lot of it is just I've been MIA on here because there's so many times I just don't even want to come on here. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to talk about it. If I start talking, I do this. And then I just, on you guys. And so I took the time that I could to just fucking crawl inside of myself and just shut everything off. Just feel like I'm fucking drowning. And I don't even know how to swim. That's the kicker. I don't reach out to people. I don't. I just deal with shit on my own. And then I come on here and trauma dump on you people. That's why I don't even want to be on here. That's all, like, all I can hear is Taylor Swift's song. Lights, camera, bitch, smile. Even when you want to die. Because that's what it is when you're a content creator. You don't even want to be here half the time because your life is in fucking shambles and you just want to crawl in your bed and fucking cry. But you have to be there. That's your job. It's what you do. And so you put on a fucking fake smile and you talk about stupid bullshit that doesn't fucking matter so you can escape for 5 goddamn minutes and not think about how fucked up everything is. I appreciate everybody's kind words. And you don't even know who you can trust on social media. I mean, I've been burned so many fucking times, dude. So times I can't even fucking count of how many times I've been burned on social media. You know, you think that you have some type of relationship with a person and you open up and you become friends with them and then for whatever reason they get slighted and next thing you know they're off spouting half fucking truths on Reddit that people pick up and run with that don't even make sense because they're mad at you. So they're like, "Oh, I knew her. I can." Yeah, you knew me and you're mad at me and you want everybody else to hate me. So congratulations, you win. It's a cesspool. I don't go near it anymore. Like, not that I ever really did, but there was people who would like send me shit, and I'm just like, don't. I don't know their opinions of me. I don't care about. That 2021, man, that shit bothered me. Shit bothered me. Earlier this year, there was some stuff that fucking infuriated me. Anymore, I don't care, dude. Let whoever talk about whatever. Let whoever say whatever. Let whoever type whatever. Because in the end, the people who know me know it's bullshit. And the people who need to be educated don't want to be. And I learned that a long time ago, even though Lord knows I don't. I still find myself doing stupid shit like trying to defend myself. Hell, this live's even a testament to that. Feeling like I have to defend myself for my actions, um, when the only people who give a fuck about my actions are the people who fucking want to hate me to begin with. No matter what I say, do, explain, it doesn't matter. Sorry, Michelle, you're the one taking it for the team, I guess. That's the problem, though. I'm an explainer. I feel like people are owed explanations. I feel like I have to explain myself constantly. Drives my husband insane. He'll be like, "Hey, can we do like A, B, C, or D?" He's like, "Just say yes or no." He's like, "I don't need an explanation. Just say yes or no." The problem is if it's no, I have to explain why. He's like, "I don't care why. Just say no." And I'm like, "But no, we can't do it because." He's like, "I don't care why. Just say no." My problem is like I have this horrible fucking need to. The man works and he busts his ass. He doesn't get any time off. He gets like no downtime practically. And like, I just want to give him every fucking thing. That's how we ended up in a second part of the reason we ended up in a second bankruptcy. You know, there was, you know, COVID and moving here and whatever. And part of it was the fact I let him get a truck we couldn't afford. And then it broke and we couldn't afford to fix it. And I said, fuck it. Let him take it. On top of everything else that was going on with COVID and whatever, we just said, fuck it, you know? I always want to do, like, he wanted something today. And it frustrates me because he's like, I'm not asking you for it. You don't have to ask me. I already feel bad because you want it and I can't give it to you. Like, that's who I am. Like, I don't ever really get money because all the money that I get, I spend too much time giving it to other people because I'm not a materialistic person. As you've seen, I get everything at a really great price, or I go on Temu, or I don't get it in general. So I save up my money and then, you know, make sure he gets what he wants type deal. You probably did just jinx yourself. Thank you, Audra. And now the house, because I paid for some stuff for the house out of my spending money. The house owes me money that now I may never see. I basically just fucked right off with that money because I don't know when I'm maybe be able to pay myself back. I got bills to pay now. You know, before it was okay. You know, we were doing good. I could throw myself $20 here, $50 there. And now I got to pay bills. So all that money that I was supposed to be paid back with, I don't even know if I'm ever going to see it. You know? So it sucks. But I mean, in the end, I would just end up loaning it right back out again, more than likely, because that's what I do. That's why I've always done that. I'm a person, like, I told my husband, I will never forget this. I've told him this numerous times. 2021, we had a Christmas that was me, my husband, my daughter's baby daddy, and she was pregnant. So I did this really great Christmas. Like, even her baby daddy got like hundreds of dollars in shit when his parents got my daughter a $20, if that, $20 bag of something. And I spent like a ridiculous amount per person. And I told them, I said, I had spent a couple $100s per person, a few $100s per person. And I told them, I said, just buy me a $25 gift. I was like, I don't need nothing. I'd rather, you know, you guys just get me something thoughtful and then I can just spend more money on you guys. I'm not a materialistic person. Unfortunately, my husband is extremely materialistic. So and you know, he works so hard and I feel like he deserves it, you know? I mean, sans for, you know, keeping the house upright and paying the bills and getting the groceries and the pharmacy and paying everything and taking care of the animals and everything. I mean, that's not equivalent to what he does. I can do all that and still have downtime. And, you know, I feel like he's owed the world because he makes sure that I have a world, you know? And it's just, I've spent my whole life feeling like a burden. Like, my whole life, I've been a burden. I was a burden to my mom who didn't want me. I was a burden to my dad who had to pay me off. I've been a burden to him for 25 fucking years. He's had to take care of my ass because I can't fucking function on my own. He's not an owner-operator, no. He's a company driver. We couldn't afford to be an owner-operator. If it was owner-operators, you have to, like my husband's dad, he was an owner-operator. And his motor went out. He had to come up with $10,000 to put a new motor in. You don't have that kind of money. I already am on that. I've been on it for 20 years. That's my point. But it's garbage. It's fucking garbage. I don't really feel the need to go into exactly why it's garbage, but I will like touch on it Essentially, I worked my ass off as a teenager. I worked my ass off as a teenager. I worked my ass off so much that I got all of my credits in to get normal SSDI. I got normal SSDI because I worked my ass off as a teenager and got the credits in. Okay. But I didn't work a lot, like enough to like stock up. So what I get paid a month is fucking stupid. Stupid. It pays like a couple bills. And the main reason that it's so important is the insurance that comes with it. It's not even, it would cost more for me to be on my husband's insurance than what I get. So, I mean, yes, can I pay a bill or two with it? Does that help? Do I have at least decent medical coverage because of it? That's adorable. And so basically, part of the reason that me and my husband, didn't get married for 6 years is because in the beginning, I got mine, and I was considered an adult child because I got it at like 19 years old. So I also got my dad's. I got mine and my dad's. And in order to get married, when you get married, they take responsibility for you. And you lose your parents. Because I made a decent amount between mine and my dad's. And in order to get married, my husband had to have a decent enough job and stop with his 27 job hopping that he did in 6 years. And when he got into trucking, he finally got a stable job. And that's when we got married. And when we got married, I lost a lot of money a month. And so I have what I have, which is not a lot. It pays like a couple of things. Like I pay the car insurance and a couple other things. And then I get insurance. And that's it. No, I make too much to have SSI. SSI is for two things. SSI is for people who have not made enough work credits. You can be on disability and get SSI and not have enough work credits to where you get SSI. However, SSI usually is very income based. And I've made no bones about the fact that we make decent money. We make decent money. I make 3 times the amount that I need to get SSI. However, when your bills are $700 to $800 a week, your money goes pretty quick. And that is not even like, we don't have crazy shit, between a house and life insurance and an electric bill and a phone bill and a water bill. It's a lot of money. So, and when you're a trucker, it's very fluid and strange with how you get paid. And we lose half his check between life insurance, health insurance, short-term disability, long-term disability, putting extra in towards the taxes so we don't have to pay at the end of the fucking year because we got hosed one year. By the time they do that, we lose half his fucking check, dude. We lose half his fucking check. And then the bankruptcy garnishment, the 401k garnishment, like we lose half his fucking check just out the door. And then don't forget taxes. So, and then, he wants to fucking rinse and repeat this shit again, because as soon as the bankruptcy's over, he wants to get some type of fucking transportation, which is going to put us right back where we fucking are to begin with, because we'd finally have money to fucking breathe. And this motherfucker wants a second car. We can't even afford to fix the first car. Like, but I'm going to cave and do whatever the fuck he wants, because that's what I do, because it's easier than arguing with him. And because, having two cars, especially if one breaks down, is a plus. It is. That's a fact. It's just like, can we afford it? Probably not. Yes, he gets paid by the mile. He drives, I haven't asked him recently, but he usually drives between 2,000 and 2,500 miles a week. I haven't asked him what it is in a while, though. I'm going to ask him because I don't know. Well, it's going to be different anyways because of this new run. But yeah, he does. Oh, shit. Maybe he does over 3,000 because I'm doing the math. You don't choose the route really. I mean, can you to a point? Yes, but they prefer you to stick to their routes because they want to be as fuel efficient as possible. You also have to get gas at, the designated fuel places. You can't just go getting it willy-nilly. So, that was when the hurricane hit. He was taking 40 to South Carolina. And that Saturday, they told him he couldn't take 40. It washed away, that he was going to take I-26. And within 20 minutes of them saying he had a load, he was going to South Carolina, he was going to take I-26, they messaged him like 20 minutes later and said, never mind, I-26 is gone. And we knew we were fucked. And they're saying the word is right now that it could take a year plus to fix these roads. A year plus. Yes, I-40 is down, I-26 is down. And so he is going to be in this run with this pay cut for at least a year, probably. And the shittiest part is, if this tells you anything, he gets paid more than most of the other truckers. He has seniority. He's the highest seniority in that company here. He's the highest seniority. He got to transfer his seniority when we moved from Michigan down here. So he had six or 7 years when he came into the company because it was a offshoot of the other company. And then he's worked that, so he's been there like 15 fucking years or some shit. And so he's already got seniority. If he goes to another company, he's going to start at the fucking at the bottom totem pole. We can't afford that. Like, we're in such a fucking rock and a hard place right now. It's so frustrating. And for the past 3 days, I've been racking my brain trying to figure out, is there some place I can work? Like, is there something I can do? Is there something that I would be able to do, for 3 months, whatever? And I can't come up with anything. I can't think of anything. And then on top of that, it's getting ready to be winter, which means we're going to be doing twice as much driving in the fucking snow on top of that. I would have to keep the car every day that I worked. This is what happened when I had a job at the other two places. Like, every day that I worked, I'd have to keep the car, which is double the miles I'm going to go get him. So it's more in gas money. And it's just like, you can't fucking win for losing. Everybody has to pay school taxes, Audrey, even people who don't have kids in school, which is fucking bullshit. I don't even have kids in school. Most of my property taxes goes to fucking schools. I don't even have kids. That's bullshit. I don't have kids. I shouldn't have to pay fucking school taxes. I don't give a fuck. You can judge me if you want. I don't have kids. I shouldn't have to pay that shit. I'm not benefiting. Your fucking kids are benefiting. I didn't have kids. You pay for them. The fuck do I gotta pay for them for? Can I homestead? What do you mean? And let's be real. Why are we paying school taxes? Let's be real. If you go back when I was in school, when you went to school, they had Kleenexes, they had pencils, they had paper, they had soap. And now every year, parents got to go and they got to buy, Kleenexes and hand sanitizer and all this shit. What the fuck is our money going towards? What is our school tax money fucking going for if every parent has to go and buy all of this shit for the fucking school? It's not going to teacher salary because they get paid garbage. Teachers get paid garbage. We are bringing in supplies to the school. So what are you doing with the money? What the hell are you doing with the money? I don't know what homesteading is, dude. Look, my property taxes aren't bad. They're not. My property taxes are ridiculously low, especially because I get an exemption because I'm on disability. So that helps. But still sucks. I just don't understand it. I don't understand why half my property taxes are going to schools that I don't have kids in, that the people who do have kids are bringing in all the school supplies. Where's the money going? I'm so confused. Basically, Alana, exactly. We're paying to pad people's pockets that aren't even doing anything productive. Teachers get paid garbage. Teachers need to be paid a hell of a lot more than what they are. That's how it is, Audra. That's how everybody is. I don't have kids. I still got to pay fucking school taxes. It's bullshit. I don't know if I could do a work from home job just because the ones around here, I don't know. Because I live in the mountains, my internet gets wonky. We're getting ready to put in Ethernet cables to my computer because, as you guys know, usually around midnight, my computer goes off. But I don't know. Like, you also have to understand that a lot of work from home jobs deal with calls. And part of I can't deal with people very well. I am the type that will go off on phone calls. I do not deal with making phone calls very well. I don't deal with answering phone calls very well. I do not deal with people very well. And it would be kind of hard to keep a job that I would probably lose day 3. It's from Temu. I have almost that tattoo kind of on me. I actually can have I can be nice on the phone. It's just not very often. I wouldn't be able to deal with phones. That's the biggest problem. Like if I couldn't do a call center, like I would be fired day 3. I already know this. My bullshit tolerance level is nothing. Like the first time somebody got an attitude with me, I would call them. I would tell them to just literally fuck off and hang up on them. So that's not. I mean, I can't do call centers. Now, if there was some type of I don't know data entry shit, possibly, but no, I don't get tax exemptions for having pigs and goats. I don't have an actual farm. And then I have to worry, with disability, there's a lot of factors that go in with that. A lot of factors. And I can't lose my insurance. That's the biggest problem. Like the money, it's not that much money. It's not that much money. That's not really my concern. My concern is if I lose my health insurance, It would cost me so much to join my husband's insurance that it wouldn't be worth having a job. I'm not kidding. The amount of money that it would cost to put me on his insurance, there'd be no point in having the job. Because by the time I got paid from my job, it would pay to put me on his insurance. So I would be working to be in the exact same area I am right now. I would be the exact same thing. A security guard? Oh, that would not be a good idea. Medicare. I had Medicaid back before I was married, but Medicaid is based on financial hardship. We don't get food stamps. We don't get sliding scale fees. We don't get anything like that because we make too much. Michelle, usually it's under a family plan, and that's where we get fucked. Most jobs have a single plan and a family plan. And when you join a family plan, they're expecting you to have a family. So it goes from being single, let's say $70 a week, to family for double that. And you go, well, that's a great idea. I have my husband, I have me, I have my 3 kids. It's really not that bad. It's just me and him. And we have to pay family plan pricing. By the time I do that, it literally would be pointless for me to have a job because everything I make would go to paying for my insurance. And the greatest part of his insurance is it sucks. It sucks. It doesn't even cover chiropractic, which is the main reason I have my fucking insurance right now. Like that's what I use it most for is between that and mental health. So I'd have insurance I couldn't even use. So I'd be working for the paycheck to go immediately to pay for insurance that I can't use. I can't make this shit up, dude. I have thought and tried and everything that I could. And in the end, it doesn't matter because we all know, I mean, realistically, if you look at my job history, I cannot hold a job longer than 3 months because I cannot do it. That is why I'm on disability. I am fucked, dude. I am not okay. I can't. Jobs don't work for me. I'm not going to go into why and I'm not going to go into how because it's nobody's goddamn business. But I physically, mentally, etc., not going into a bunch of detail, can last 3 months on a job. Oh, I can literally count it down. It's wild. I start fucking up 2 months in. I whine, cry, bitch, and moan for the next 4 weeks, and then I can't handle it anymore by month 3. Every single time. I've done this rinse and repeat more times than I care to count, dude. My husband is fed the fuck up. He's like, there is 0 point in you doing this because you're not even going to hold it anyways. Because you can't. Yeah, well, that would be great. That's not really a thing that happens. You'd have to buy crystals in order to sell them, genius. What do you want me to do? You have to buy them in order to sell them. That's not a thing. There's times where I do tarot reading X amount of times a year. That helps. Or, whatever. It just depends. I've done that before. I haven't done it, since I did it last time, but I do this. This is something where I'm home. If I'm not mentally okay that day, I just don't show up. If I can't get out of bed because of pain or the fact that I want to jump in front of a bus, I don't have to go to work that day. I make my own hours. I can be on live for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. And it's not strenuous. It's not hard on my body. It's not hard on me mentally most of the time because you guys are fucking dicks. Not you guys, the people that are watching this and not talking. You have somebody who's already mentally fucked up and then you want to fuck them up even worse because that's who you guys are as people because You need to be hit by buses, but whatever. Oh, my feet are awful, yo. My feet are so bad. I cut off all my toenails. I can't stand nails, so I cut them all off. I don't have like toenails on 4 of my toes. I can't handle it. No. Pay pigs? What the fuck is pay pigs? There's a market for fucked up feet. I don't know what pay pigs is, dude. I'd be great at that. I'm a great insulter. Dude, if I not even kidding at this point, if I look, I realize that I fit a niche on those kind of sites. I fit a niche because I'm a big girl. So I know there's a niche for people who are chubby chasers. If I was comfortable enough in my body, I would do it. Like, not even kidding. I will never have an issue with people who do that. Because in my mind, selling your body, supposedly, selling your body online is no different than going to Walmart and breaking your back for 8 hours a day or driving a truck for 70 hours. We're all selling our bodies. I hate to break it to you. If I was comfortable in my fucking skin, you think I wouldn't do that for yes, I would. I wouldn't care. I'm talking about we're having two different conversations. Yeah, you hook me up with a whole subset of people who want to be insulted. I would love to know where I could find the job doing that. Unfortunately, I don't really know where to find the job doing that. That's not really a now hiring type deal. Hey, we need crazy bitches who are going to insult us for a nominal fee. That'd be great. I would do it, but I don't know where you would find that kind of work exactly. So that fucking tank, I can hear it and it's driving me nuts. I don't have a Twitter. You probably did tune in at a really weird time, Luana. You can go back and watch the last hour and 10 minutes and you'll see how we got here. I need to teach people about budgeting. That's what I need. I need to make a little thing where I can show you how to budget your money. That's rich. You don't have any money to do. Blah, blah, blah. Well, you know what? Guess what? I've still managed to make sure all my bills are paid this whole time. So I'm doing something right. Even when I don't have the fucking money to do it. What? 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 Yeah, I don't know how to do all that. I don't have the whatever. Like, kudos to Fancy for putting a book together no matter what y'all think about it, because I used to be a writer and that just went out of me. I'm lucky if I can rub together 2 coherent sentences anymore. I can't even bring myself to do the I had a whole TikTok. I have a whole TikTok already. It's already ready to go. To do something I wanted to do, to start doing it on YouTube, to start doing it on TikTok. And it's been sitting there for a week. I can't bring myself to do it. I can't bring myself to. It's been sitting there a week. I have nothing to write about, dude. My memory is so shot from the copious amounts of psychiatric medication that I've taken over the past 22 years. 20 fucking 6 years. 20, 25 years. The past 25 years, I've been on so much fucking psychiatric medication. I don't even know who I am most days. I don't know. I don't know what day it is half the time. I don't remember conversations. I don't remember things I said, things I did. I'll get in the car and I will get somewhere and not even know how I got there. Like, my memory is fucked. It's fried. Good night. See you later. I'll check the TikTok and fix your other account. I have more than executive dysfunction, dude. I don't know if you don't understand what psych medications do to you when they are administered incorrectly, but that's the problem I have. Between my brain being fried from copious amounts of psychiatric medication, to the fact that I have fibrofog, to the fact that I have ADHD, my brain does not function correctly anymore. It is a fucking cheese noodle up in my head right now. You can't get a card to help with over-the-counter medication when you are on Medicare. All those little you can get your prescriptions for little to nothing a month by using that. You can't use those. If you have Medicare, you can't use them. It says right on there, you cannot use these if you are on Medicare. Yeah. I mean, I could if I pulled up a list of medications right now and told you all the shit that I've been on in the past 25 years, it'd blow your fucking mind. And not only have I been on it, but a lot of them I've been maxed out on. I was maxed out on Luvox so long it destroyed my kidneys or liver. Liver. Destroyed my liver. Lithium destroyed my thyroid. My life ain't that interesting. I've been on Topamax numerous times. High amounts. Never got any crazy side effects from it though, but I was on a pretty high dose of. Hold on a minute. Because I know what I have in my head. Let me see something real quick. Yeah, iPad not backed up. Nobody cares. I don't need it to back up. Thanks. Because the what I have in my head, I'm not sure if that is an actual dosage. Let me make sure. Yeah. Usually a dose is not more than 400 per day. I was taking more than that. I know I was on 400 at least at one point, but I was higher than 400 at one point. You know, a lot of people talk about generic versus non-generic. The only difference, there's really almost no difference with generic. And the only difference falls in where the fillers lie. Like my mom had to have a very specific blood pressure medication by a specific company. It wasn't even the fact it's generic. It's the fact of the specific companies and what fillers they use. She couldn't use a particular manufacturer's pill because of the filler that it used. I was supposed to up my antipsychotic 2 weeks ago. I just remembered that. I'll get around to it. I gotta refill my pill containers here in 2 days, anyways, so I'll probably fix it then. I take generic. Everything I take is generic. I don't take any fucking name brand. I can't afford name brand. What dose of Lamictal are you on? You don't have to answer me, or you can answer me over there if you want. They just upped mine. Well, actually, they didn't up it. That's what I was supposed to be on, and there was some issue, but I've been on the same amount of dose. But if I was supposed to up the fucking antipsychotic 2 weeks ago, and then after I see how that works, if that doesn't work, they wanted to boost the Lamictal again. But they didn't want to. They don't like to do two med changes at once, so they wanted me to up the antipsychotic, which I never did. So I'm gonna have to do that in 2 days. And then if that doesn't work, they'll have to up the mood stabilizer. I can't be on medication that long. My body gets too used to it. Like with Luvox, they had me maxed out and it was fucking up my liver. And I wasn't even on it that long. I cannot explain to you how medicine fucks with me. Well, yeah, well, I mean, it's still the same thing. It just lasts longer. All XR is means you don't have to take another dose later, which I only take mine once a fucking day, anyways. I know I'm not on an XR. They just come in different pills. So, like, if I was on normal lithium, if I was on normal lithium, I would be taking 300 pills. So you'd take 3 or 4 of those. Whereas if you're on XR lithium, it's Escalith, and that's 450 pill. So you'd take 2 of them. So lithium, you take the pills are lower dose to take them, and then Escalith is like the XR-ish version, and they come in a higher pill to begin with. I used to take liquid lithium. Liquid lithium is impressive. When I finally was able to swallow a pill, I threw out the rest of my liquid lithium, so I dumped it over my rail into the grass. My grass didn't grow back for 2 years. Lithium's a salt. I don't get XRs. They cost more money. My Adderall's XR, I believe. I believe my Adderall's XR. I took it today. Yes, my Adderall's extended release. That's the only XR that it's ER for Adderall, but I actually took it. No, it wasn't today. My bad. I think I took it yesterday or the day before. I was gonna take it today, and then I apparently forgot again. I still y'all. I still got 12 motherfucking days from my 30 pack from a month and a half ago, which is good because this bottle right here better last me because I can't afford to buy it anymore. after I'm out of that one and after I'm out of that one, I can't afford my pills anymore. So it ain't going to matter anyway. So I'm just going to stretch it out the best I can. And when that bottle's gone, it's done because I can't afford it no more. Yeah, I did the 450. I usually had to take about 900. So sometimes like they were saying on the non-Escalith, I would take, like 1200, and whereas sometimes I'd only take 900. It would just depend. Lithium is very strange in how it absorbs for me. So I have to be super careful that first time because sometimes I don't need to take much and sometimes I need to take more. Every pill, when I get off of it and I get back on it, it's a different dose because my body responds to it different every fucking time. It's annoying. Yeah, see, my Lamictal, my lovely generic Lamictal is like $7 a month, I think. I think it's like $7 a month. My pills aren't bad, except for what sucks about the Adderall is they want you to pay for it up front. Instead of like, I have a tab going at my pharmacy because I can't afford my pills. So I have a tab. And most of my pills are really good prices, to be honest. Like, really good prices. Like $2 to $10 a month. Okay. Pretty impressive. But with the Adderall, they want you to pay for it up front. And while they are giving me a phenomenal price, I just don't have the money up front. So this will last me at least 2 months. It'll last me longer. It'll last me 2.5 months, almost 3 months. So I'll be fine. Maybe by then shit'll sort out and I'll be able to buy a bottle, but who knows? That sounds like what I've done, Luana. That sounds like, yeah, I did. I've actually done that exact same thing. I've done that exact same thing. Lithium is weird. And if you don't know what the fuck you're doing, you're going to end up fucking yourself. And they don't teach you how to take lithium. Lithium is one of the dangerous medications you can do. And if you do not know how to take it, you are going to screw yourself. If you don't drink the right amount, of water, if you don't take enough salt, because lithium salt and normal salt are like not the same thing. So you have to eat a certain amount of salt. You have to drink a certain amount of water. You have to make sure you don't sweat a whole lot. Like lithium is a whole fucking disaster. How much Adderall do I take? 10 milligrams. 10 milligram extended, I think. Hold on. Yeah, 10 milligram extended, which is a standard dose. I think it comes in what, 5 and 10, I think? I don't know. I don't take it very often. I took it before for a while. I took it for like 3 months and then I quit. And then my brain got really loud. So I got back on it again. And I take it every like 3 to 4 days. You're supposed to take it every day. Take it like every 3 to 4 days, whenever the fuck I remember. Because it's in the. My problem is this. So I take my pills before I go to bed, right? I take all my meds before I go to bed. This I have to take when I get up. I don't remember. I just don't. I don't take it. I forget. I don't. She told me, my psychiatrist actually told me, she said, there's some people that it will work for 2 days, but I don't take it for like 3 or 4 days. How do you take 10.5? I have never heard of a 10.5. I've heard of 5 and 10. I've never heard of a 10.5. Well, your ADHD med, a lot of times they'll tell you not to take it on the weekends when you're not at work or school. I just take it when I can remember. I don't remember very often. Get out of here, Suey. Sissy wants to play. That's Sissy. Sissy wants to play. Oh, 15. Okay. I don't want to take that much. I have to be very careful with Adderall. So like my husband can't take stimulants at all. We got him Adderall, and it made him mean. And so the pharmacy told me, like, essentially once that happens, you can't really, there's none of them. Any stimulants are not going to work. I don't want to be on a lot of it because, and they've warned me that like they don't want me on a lot of it because, you know, it could stimulate aggressive behavior. So I try to be very careful, and that's another reason why I don't take it a whole lot. Yeah, that we have Ritalin here. Yeah, Vyvanse is 10 times more expensive, so. And that Vyvanse is better for you. That doesn't mean it's better for everybody else. Hey! Knock it off. Get away from there now. Get away. You're not playing underneath the desk. You want to play? You play over there. I was on guanfazine for a while. I was on high doses of guanfazine, which really did help until it didn't. I probably could have. I could try guanfazine again. I wonder how much guanfazine would be, because that's not, you know, a stimulant. It works differently. I was on guanfazine for a while. That's what they give a lot of kids is guanfazine. My husband was on pretty much the highest level of guanfazine you could get, and then we tried to put him on Adderall, and that was disastrous. And they were like, "Yeah, we can't do that anymore." I'm like, "All right, cool." So he's completely unmedicated, which is why he is the way he is. He has ridiculous ADHD, so bad. His time blindness is awful. Yeah, this one, Adderall makes you not hungry. Adderall makes you not hungry. Well, Elena, all I can say is this. Could it affect a custody battle? Possibly. Could they try to use it against you? Possibly. Does it show the court that you're trying to improve yourself and take care of your mental health? Yes. So, I mean, there's that. Are they going to use it against you? Yes. Is the court going to realize that you are doing everything in your power to become a good person and that you are trying to regulate your moods and look out for yourself so you can be the best parent you can be? Yes. Those are the things you got to look at. Because here's the deal. In the end, they can use either thing against you. They can say that, oh, well, she's on medication, blah, 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 blah. They can also be like, she's not on medication. She doesn't care about herself. She doesn't want to do anything. She doesn't do. So either way, you can be fucked with that. Yeah, Adderall can stimulate or can make it where you're not hungry, which is another reason why I like it. I don't want to be hungry. I don't want to eat, like, ever. I don't want to eat. I'm not that hungry to begin with. Well, on days I take my Adderall, I don't eat at all because I forget. You don't have to eat before you take Adderall. The only thing I've ever had to eat with is Latuda and Vyvanse. Not Vyvanse. Vraylar. They need a specific. By the way, fun fact: when they tell you they want you to eat with a medication, they want you to eat 350 calories. Just so you know, if you have to take an antibiotic or whatever, and they're like, you need to eat something with it, it needs to be 350 calories. Or you can drink a glass of milk, which I'm lactose intolerant. That would not go well. I don't want to eat. I'm good. Yeah, so I didn't eat when I took my Latuda either. And that is how I ended up getting akathisia. I was on Latuda a long time. And I found out that part of the reason it wasn't working correctly is because I wasn't eating with it. Latuda requires 350 calories in order to work. Yeah, basically, if I don't eat before that, yeah, that's accurate. But yeah, Latuda won't work correctly unless you eat 350 calories with it. Did not know that. I was on it for like 2 fucking years. Couldn't figure out what the problem was. That was the problem. They tell you that, or you can drink an 8-ounce glass of milk. I can't do that. I will be sick. Milk and me do not get along. Not even as a baby. I was on soy milk. I've had problems with milk since I was born. Part of the reason I think I don't like ice cream. I don't eat. I can have milk in food. But like if I eat ice cream, I'm sick. If I drink chocolate milk like 3 times a year, doesn't go well. Yeah, you have to, with a lot of medication, you have to be careful. You cannot drink grapefruit juice with almost any medication, especially thyroid medication. Thyroid medication, it is literally on the bottle. Do not drink with grapefruit juice. Also, that will affect like Allegra, which is an allergy med. There's allergy meds that you cannot drink orange juice and things like that with. Yeah, I was on Latuda for a while. I don't drink a lot of caffeine. I've been having a little bit of pop lately. I had like a glass of pop today with my dinner. It's like a mason jar mug, so it was like this much, and I didn't even drink it all. There was still this much at the bottom. Caffeine doesn't do shit. Caffeine makes me go to sleep. With ADHD, caffeine makes you go to sleep. I'm on a good med combo right now, but I had to decide. I had to get off my antidepressant in order to get the Adderall. I couldn't afford both, so I got off the antidepressant so that I could get my mind to quiet down. Which is why they upped my antipsychotic, because apparently it's supposed to level out your moods. I take a mood stabilizer, so I'm not really understanding that concept, but whatever. I have had a song in my head on repeat that I made the mistake of playing during the battle and now, or right before the battle, and now it won't get out of my head. Frustrating. Yeah, caffeine makes me real tired. I usually drink coffee like before I go to bed. Well, a cappuccino. I'll go down and get a cappuccino or whatever and drink like 2/3 of it and then go to bed. So I'm on Lamictal. I was on Merzitapine. So, what is olanzapine? What's the real name for olanzapine? I can't, off the top of my head, I can't remember what it is. You're on lithium, Lamictal, Latuda, Remeron, Ritalin. Oh, I can't think of what olanzapine is. I do not understand that combination, like at all, especially if olanzapine is what I think it is. Why are you on 2 mood stabilizers? Like that, that's odd. I mean, other than that, it sounds like a normal bipolar combo. You know, a mood stabilizer, an antipsychotic, a antidepressant, and an ADHD med. I'm just trying to figure out why you're on lithium and Lamictal, and I can't think of what the fuck olanzapine is. I have to charge my iPad soon. Olanzapine. Let's see if I'm right about what I think it is. Yeah. What the fuck, dude? You are over medicated. Like for real, you are over medicated. There is zero reason that you need to be on two mood stabilizers and 2 antipsychotics. That is over medicated, dude. I cannot even believe they're allowing that. 2 mood stabilizers and 2 antipsychotics. Let me tell you, I was on olanzapine. It's fucking Zyprexa. I took Zyprexa for 3 fucking days. 3 days. Is that the one I took for 3 days? Is that the one I took for 3 days? I want to say that's the one I took for 3 days. Oh my God, I walked into walls. I walked into walls. Goldie, I don't know. I don't even know how I'm here right now. I'm not even kidding. No, Zyprexa had a lawsuit. No, you're correct. Mm-hmm. Zyprexa had a lawsuit. Mm-hmm. It did. It's okay, Audra. Trust me. As a person who did not eat for the first 18 years of their life, I'm good. I did not eat for a very significant portion of my teenage years. I'd eat a half a piece of toast a day. So, trust me, I know how to function without eating. It's all good. I eat enough. I miss food every now and then, but I eat enough. I'm all right. This world does suck. I'm not doing this with you. You guys are being ridiculous. I know exactly what it is, and as soon as I do it, you guys are going to do it. I'll do it, but so help me God, that's it. You guys are ridiculous with this shit. You guys want to literally, I don't know what it is. Water is like a crutch for you guys. Like if you don't have it every 4 times, you freak out. The only reason that I'm getting it is because y'all seem to be asking for it. Come on, get out from underneath my feet, dude. There you go. I don't like giving them a lot of water at night, you know. There's a lot of people who pick up the water at night. I don't do that. I leave water down, but why don't I eat? The fuck are you doing, bro? Bronxy. He's gonna start gagging. But don't worry, I know that sounds awful. There's 3 of them over there doing it. And yes, they've been watered. They just had water with dinner. Like I said, it's like some weird crutch. They just had water with dinner. They just had some water. They're fine, trust me. Yeah, I got a lot of the same things, Luana. I got bipolar 1, I got CPTSD, I got BPD, I got anxiety, I have OCD, I have ADHD. My husband swears I have ODD, but never been diagnosed with that. Yeah, they're being ridiculous. Bronx! Now you are literally snorting the water, dude. I know that was you. Because you snort your water. Yeah. There she goes. I can hear her. Every time she drinks, she does that. Ever since the entire time I've had her, she'll drink and after she drinks. Every time she drinks. She's done it for 10 years of her life. Every time she drinks, she does this. Well, I'm glad you guys let Buddy have some water. That was really kind of you. That was really nice that you let your brother have water. I appreciate it. Buddy don't get nothing. Buddy don't get nothing. He eats after everybody. He drinks after everybody. Nobody lets him have anything. I have to literally pull food bowls and give them to Buddy. There's 5, and there's 5 dogs, 5 bowls, and then half the time when Yoda goes in the room, there's 5 bowls, 4 dogs. 4 dogs, and I still have to like pull a bowl towards him. Inhales the water, burps and pukes it up. Yeah. Every time Leia drinks, she does the same thing. After she drinks, every single time. Part of the reason I do the water like this is because instead of them just drinking it constantly, just give it to them one big swoop, put it down, and then when I go out there, they'll drink out of the kitchen water. They drank the kitchen water before they came in here. Then they wanted the game room water, and then when I open the door, they're going to want the kitchen water. Here. Goldie, I get that. Me too. I get that. Are you done making noises? Where are you at? I hear you. Oh. What? The Bronx dinosaur. The Bronx dinosaur. The Bronx dinosaur. Let him eat. You have stuck your face in every bowl. I'm leaving it down there because your brother doesn't even get to eat because you guys are assholes. Bronx, leave him alone. Bronx. Bronxy. Knock it off. Your brother barely got to eat any dinner because you guys hoard every bowl. There's like a handful of kibble left in this bowl from dinner. So he's eating it. Oh yeah, trust me, I know. So we have water outside when they're outside, and they immediately come in and drink the entire they have a 5-gallon water bowl. Okay, it's one of those. It's got the big clear thing you fill with water. They will be outside where they have water, and they will come in and drink the shit out of the inside water. Did you eat all the rest of the foods? Did you eat the rest of the foods? Did you get it? Did I keep them away so you could get it? Yeah. Yeah. Him's got him's a snack. Him's got him's a snack. Oh, don't throw up on me, dude. He almost threw up. Yeah, I don't know. It's not even just inside water. Like, they want the game room water. I don't know if they just like my bathroom sink or what. But if given the opportunity, if I put on a water bowl here and I open the door so they can get the kitchen water, they'll drink this water. They want this water. I don't know. It's weird. Stop. Jesus Christmas. Can I itch my face? They want this water. They just had kitchen water before I got on live, which has been a whole whopping hour and 42 minutes, just so you know. And no, they want game room water. Bronx. Bronx. Nice. You hear it on there? This one almost just threw up on me. You're fine, Audra. And this is what happens. They want the game room water. They all fight over it. They drink entirely too much, which is why I don't fill the bowl that much, because this is what they do. This one's trying to throw up on me. That one down there is still. So I don't put very much down there because they're gonna fucking freak out on it. Stop licking me. God. Just sit here and enjoy sitting here and stop licking me, okay? Oh, that's okay. I had a cat who only drank out of a running faucet. Every so often during the day, we'd have to turn the faucet on and let her drink. I had 2 that did that, actually. They had to have running water from the tap. You're good, Goldie. Do not lick me. Don't think about it. Don't think about it. Don't think about it. He's like, I'm thinking about it, man. No, Bronx is Bronx. Oh, my cat used to love playing in the toilet when it was clean. Don't worry. He used to. I don't know. He would drink out of it and he would play in it. Yeah, his favorite game was for us to flush the clean toilet and then he would scoop all the water out of it. Yeah, I don't even know how we got into that, but yeah, he was a weirdo. No, Bronx, like the Bronx in New York. You are making some weird noises over there, boy. Is that Pepper or Bronx? Pepper, is that you? I think it's Pepper. No, it's Bronx. No, it's Pepper. Stop licking me. He's like, but I want to. But I have to. It is my job in life to lick. Why does it look like your eye is seeping? Are you crying? What are you doing? Let me see your eyeball. Let me see your eyeball. Let me see your face. Why you got tears? Why you got tears, huh? Did somebody get you in your eyeball? Why you got tears for, huh? Don't. You did that on purpose. You did that on purpose, so I'd feel bad for you so you could lick me in my mouth. That was a trickster move. That was a trickster move. Dick. Geek. Nice. A toilet trained cat. That's awesome. All right, go on. Oh, I'm gonna beat her ass. She knew too, man. She sent me emojis. Somebody wanted me to unblock their other account, and they just messaged me what their other account was. I was like, I'm gonna beat your ass, dude. Me and that account have gotten into numerous fights. Numerous fights, dude. I wondered why when they were being decent to me in that live. I wondered why they were being decent to me in that live. We have gotten in numerous fights. I thought they were somebody else though. That's wild. Mm. One of my former trolls. That's what happens. I've told you this. I've told you. This has happened time and time and time and time and time and time again. It was an account that used to literally drive me crazy. I've had this happen a million times. My trolls hate me. Then they realize I'm not Satan incarnate. They get in my messenger and we become friends. I'm not saying who. Guacamole was a troll to me, yes. Hmm. A big troll. Guacamole is a fake account, was a fake account that they came in after I blocked their real account. Hmm. Yeah, they were a big troll. I'm not going to tell you who they were, but they're y'all. There's a lot of stuff that happens behind the scenes y'all don't know about. There is a whole section of people that used to be awful to me. Awful. You guys have seen the. If I told you who they were, you'd know. Awful accounts to me. And 4 of them apologized, have helped me, and we've actually become friends. 3 of them. This has happened numerous times. I told you, there was a person who literally was the key moderator in my first Reddit account. Was the key moderator in that account. And then one day she started kind of being nice to me. And we kind of started doing this kind of tit for tat type deal. And I said, why don't you hop in my messenger? We'll have a talk. And we talked. And we're actually pretty good friends now. She's helped me out immensely sometimes. Cats are weird. Cats will hide in strange places. One time I had this black cat and he curled himself around a lamp and it was dark and I couldn't find him. I can't believe you guys paid attention to the fact that was Guac that you said that. You're like, Guac was a troll? Yes, Guac was a troll. Mm-hmm. Big one. Big one. Big one. They also infiltrated my Discord. I let all these people, I let people in my Discord. And there was some weird things going on. And I was like, well, the only one I don't know is Guac. So I booted them. And they were in the enemy Discord. You sat on him the other day. Nice. I sat on a cat today. A cat, a dog. Nikki was sitting, okay, so on the couch, I sit in one spot, my husband sits in another. Okay, look, I have autism and I have to be in certain places. My husband decided to sit in my spot on the couch. He knows now because I walked to him. I'm like, you need to move. And he's like, well, Nikki's in my spot. I said, then move Nikki. So today he just gets up, doesn't even say a word. He gets up, he goes to his end of the couch where Nikki was. And Nikki then immediately gets up and sits on my end of the couch. So I sat on her. It's like, move. I will sit on you. Get out of my way. This is my couch, bitch. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I wonder how pissed Fancy is that I won 2 battles. It really wasn't that bad. Like, I didn't, like, decimate her or anything. The second time I won by half, I mean, like, literally, like, she got half of what I had. But, like, I didn't decimate her or anything. So, I feel like it was a good battle. But I have a feeling her ego's a little bruised, maybe. Because I like, won 2 back to back. So, her ego might be a little bruised. Hopefully not. Hopefully. Okay, look. So I've had friends in my life that they were never happy when I had good things happen. Like ever. Like they would make me feel so bad for any good thing that happened to me. They made me feel like shit. She did, she did take it like a champ, but I also know, like, I know her and I think it itched her a little bit. But I had a friend and I was friends with her for 20, well, it was longer than 25 years. 30 years probably. Yeah, I think that's it. I think she wanted me to win, but she didn't want to lose. I think that's very Why are you so motherfucking cryptic? You are so fucking cryptic. Now I have to answer that because you are fucking cryptic. I'm gonna finish my story in just a second. No, it's only during the game. But I had this friend, and we had a very strange relationship, but we were friends for like 30 years. And we had a very unique relationship. We were both, white trash kids from the wrong side of the fence. But her life was a lot harder than mine. Her life was a lot harder than mine. And so like I was a refuge. And like my mom essentially brought her up for the most part. And then we stopped being friends, and then we were friends again, stopped being friends again. You know how it goes. And we started being friends again and are about 19, 20 years old. And she got with a guy a few years older, and he was kind of a dick, but he's dead now. But he had a good head on his shoulders. He was a good worker. He was successful. And so when she got with him, she ended up marrying him pretty quick. Well, ish, kind of quick. Anyway, and they got a trailer, and I had an apartment. And so they talked down to me. Well, you can't. We have a trailer. All you have is an apartment. You should get a trailer. You blah 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 blah. Blah. So we got a trailer, and things were even. She got a house. Yeah, I can't even believe you still have a trailer. We have a house. So we got a house, but it wasn't a good enough house. She had a car that was worth 5,000 that she told me was worth more than my life. I will never forget that. And she wouldn't come visit my apartment complex because she knew somebody who sold drugs there. And the reason she knew they sold drugs there is because essentially, like she knew for a reason. Okay, whatever. Not that she took those ones, but anyway. And anytime anything good happened to me, when my husband got a good job, she'd piss on it. Like I remember I got excited one day. I think we bought a new TV or something. And she's like, "Why do you got to brag?" And I'm like, "I'm just excited." We bought something for ourselves. When you're in your 20s and you're fixing up your house or whatever, and we got a nice TV, and I was excited we got a nice TV. And she's like, "Why you got to brag?" And I'm like, "Why are you not happy that we got something nice? Like, why are you not happy? Like, you're my friend. You're supposed to be excited when I'm excited. Like that's how friendship works." That was never how our friendship worked. Our friendship was essentially if she wasn't doing better than me, then she was jealous and pissy. Bye, Audra. And so it was very frustrating. Our whole friendship was like that. Like she was never happy for me. Anytime anything good happened to me, she was never happy. She had to make it about her and whatever. And luckily since then, I've not really had friends that have been like that. Like if something happens to me good, they're genuinely happy. And that's the way it should be. That's how friends should be. If something happens, you don't get jealous because they had something good happen to them. My husband's like that though. My husband gets jealous. My husband gets jealous over the fact that like I have followers who will like send me stuff. And I'm like he's happy for me, but like he's materialistic. So he just gets kind of like about it. But I don't understand that. Like to me, if somebody does something good, gets something good, whatever, you say, "Oh wow, that's great. I'm so happy for you." Hold on. Yeah, like I always think it's, something good happens to somebody, you're like, "Oh, that's so awesome. I'm so glad for you," you know? I don't understand that concept. I don't understand not supporting your friends. Like they're your friends. That's what you're supposed to do. Yeah, you wanna know what my friend said about my marriage? She cheated on her husband a lot. Okay. She cheated on her husband a lot. So when my husband became a truck driver and he was gone for long stretches of time, she's like, he's gonna cheat on you. No, he's not. She's like, he's gonna cheat on you. Like he's probably already cheating on you. He's cheating on you, just so you know. Like he's going to cheat on you. And I'm like, no, he's not. And she's like, they always cheat. And that's because it came from a mind of a cheater, though. That's who she was. That's what she did. That was what she did. So in her mind, if she was out on the road, that's what she would be doing. So obviously my husband had to do it. So she tried to piss on my marriage. Well, guess what? In the end, I ended up being married longer than she did. She was with him for, I would say, because I don't know when she stopped. I know they got a divorce, but I know it was a divorce after I left Michigan. So it was in the past like year or two. Oh, no, no, no. No, no, no. They already were divorced right before I moved to Michigan. So if they got married, then they got, okay, so I got with my husband in 99. I think she got with hers in 98. And so they were together about 20 years. They were together about 20 years. And here I am 25 years in. So I got mad when my sister in law got pregnant. Bye, Audra. I'll tell you why, though. I've been trying to get pregnant for like 2, 3 years, right? And she got pregnant and she essentially didn't want it. And I'm like, it wasn't the fact I was mad at her. I wasn't mad at her. But like I was very frustrated with the situation because we had been trying for like 2 years. She gets pregnant out of the blue, doesn't really want it. Doesn't I mean she has the kid now, but like she didn't want to go through it. She had a hard pregnancy the first time around. She had a hard pregnancy the second time around. And so she wasn't really looking forward to getting pregnant again. So, when she did, she was like, she wasn't really like super positive about it. So like here I am trying to get pregnant for like 2 years and I'm listening to her bitch essentially that, she got pregnant. And I'm like, do you even understand the shit you are saying in front of me right now? Like, do you comprehend what you are saying in front of me right now? Any idea at all? Like, do you think before you talk at all? Like, seriously. So yeah, I was agitated. But it's not that I was mad at her necessarily. She had, rough pregnancies or whatever. I can understand her apprehension. But to sit there and like downgrade this when she knows like what I was going through for those times. And I'm like, are you really going to do this right now? Like for real? meanwhile, meanwhile, my cheaty friend, remember my cheaty friend? She kind of used, in my opinion, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, she kind of used abortion, like birth control, in my opinion. And she got pregnant while I was trying and yeeted the fetus. You don't have fallopian tubes? Is that what you're trying to say? I'm trying to read between the lines on what you just said. And what I'm reading is I cannot have a baby without egg implant because you don't have a road there, which would either mean you don't have tubes or you don't have a. Okay. Okay. So why don't you have tubes? Were you not born with tubes, or did you have them removed? My mom had both her tubes. No, that's not right. My mom had a tube and an ovary taken out, and then her other tube was diseased, and her other ovary only functioned at half function. So she had a half a ovary and a half a tube, essentially. Like she had a whole tube, but like it was diseased. But they left it because, back then that's what they did. So she had like half of an ovary and like half of a tube, and like here I am. Oh, okay. So they took your tubes because of cancer. Got it. Oh, just your tubes? That's weird. Usually well, no, they really hate taking ovaries. Like when I told them I wanted my ovaries out, they were like, "What?" I was like, "I want my ovaries out." They're like, "No, you don't." I'm like, Yeah, I do." I was like, if you are going in and you are taking my uterus and you're taking my tubes, yeah, it's Marina. If you are going in and you are taking my uterus and you're taking my tubes, I said you're going to take my ovaries and my cervix." And they just went, and I was like, "No." I was like, "I have polycystic ovarian syndrome, and I don't want you to go back in and get them later." And I had a weird test result when I was 18, and I don't want that either. I said, "So take it all. Take everything. I don't want it. You're not coming back in to get it. This is a one-stop shop. You're opening me up. Take everything." And then while we were waiting for the hysterectomy appointment, my gallbladder went to shit. And I was like, "Take the gallbladder." They're like, "We can't do that." I was like, "Yes, you can." They're like, "No, we can't." I was like, "The fuck you can't." So I went to the other doctor and I was like, "Well, can you do this with that surgery?" He was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Cool." So I went into the hospital and I came out 5 organs less. Took it all out. Fuck it. What's up, Samantha? Yeah, what they do is they do they go in through your kind of like through your belly button, yeah. They'll slit your belly button. I still have the weird scar. And I have one, which is weird because when I started tanning, you can see my gallbladder scars. You couldn't see them before, but now I started tanning. He's like, "Oh, you can see your gallbladder scars." So I have like one up here for my gallbladder, and then I had the weird belly button one, and then I have three down like in the fupa area. I had five incisions when they did it, which was weird because like, but no, no, stop it, Bronxy, Bronx, get away from there. Before he shuts off my computer. My computer is on past midnight. Woo woo. Yeah, I have my scar. Hold on. I'm not gonna show it to you. I just want to see it. Where'd it go? Yep, it's right there. Wait, is that it? Yep, there it is, right there, right there. You couldn't see it before, now you can. Sure as shit. Ah, that's wild. You can. I mean, you can see it plain as fucking day now. Yeah, they're stupid about tying tubes. They're like, "Oh, you're still childbearing age. I don't care. Take it out." I fought with them so fucking long. I fought with them so fucking long. I was like, I've been fighting with them for like 10 years to take my shit out. And they're like, "No, no." And then they were like, "We're going to, I think I can show you." Hold on. Hold on. It's really, bro. Right here. Look how tan my stomach is, you guys. See, look at the weird. I have a weird. Here's my stomach tan, and then here's the weird in between tan part. So there's this part that's really tan. Then this part I'm trying to get tan, and then there's my gallbladder. There's my gallbladder. See how you can actually see it now? You couldn't see it before. So that's it right there. Tan, kind of tan, gallbladder. If I showed you like the actual like how white I am, it's wild. Like that which is the middle part, that's still tan. So it's like tan, 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 white. Let me tell you about a vasectomy. My husband went in at 18 years old. I told the motherfucker, I said, I don't want kids. I don't want them. So he went in at 18 years old and they were going to do it at 18. They were going to do it. And we decided not to. Then we tried for like 4 years. And then I got pissed off and said I was done because I couldn't, oh my God, what it did to me. Oh my God. It fucked me up. It's fucked me up to this day. Okay. And so he went in, he was 22. It was our second wedding anniversary. Or maybe he was 23. When did we get married? Fuck. Hold on. Maybe he was 24. Anyway, he went in and they gave him a vasectomy. He had it on our second wedding anniversary. So 2007. Yeah, he was 24. I don't know why you have 4 kids. I'm not meaning to be mean, but you've been a single mom a lot. And that's just like I don't understand. This is just my view. I don't understand how anybody would want to be a single mom of more than 1 kid. That's hard. That's hardship. My mom was a single mom. My mom struggled like a motherfucker. I can't imagine what it'd be like to have 2, 3, 4 kids. They usually let you tie them after 3 kids. Everybody that I've talked to after 3 kids, they were allowed. I just realized something. My friend said she was trying for another baby. She just fucking had a hysterectomy. What the fuck? Hold on a minute. Did I read that correctly? Maybe I didn't read it correctly. Did I read that wrong? Maybe I read it wrong. Did I have a fever dream where you told me you were trying to have another kid because you had a hysterectomy and now I'm confused? Your mom wasn't a single mom. She had no kids. Well, I mean, she had you, but I mean. Okay, but Elena, yes. Yes and no. Here's the deal. When you have a spouse who is gone, yes, they're sending home a paycheck. So like you're financially not a single mom. You're financially not a single mom, okay? But in everyday aspect, you are. Because I will tell you, like when I adopted Ember and he was going from Detroit to Michigan, for 6 days, I was like, I'm not being a single mom. I'm not doing the day-to-day everything by myself because that's not how it was when we were first adopting her. He was home every day. And then his work burnt down. We do not have good luck. And or whatever the fuck it did. And he had to go over the road 6 days a week. And I was like, I'm not raising no, we got to do something. You got to be home. So you're not single in the fact that you have that paycheck, that financial stability of having 2 people, but at the same time, you kind of are a single mom when shit like that is like that. Fancy has 3 kids, dude. You stupid motherfuckers only found 1 of them. It kind of is the same, Elena. Stands for the financial thing it is. I'm telling you this. As a person who my husband was gone, so my husband was gone all the time. I was essentially, I mean, the man brought home a paycheck. Don't get it twisted. But parenting wise, it was me. It was just me. No, some stupid motherfuckers, your dumbass friends, went and looked her up and came into a live with her picture. Because that is fucked. And nobody's saying that's not accurate, Elena. Nobody's saying that. Nobody's saying that at all. But you have to understand, as a person who's been there, like effectively, it sucks when like everything falls on you. You have the financial stability of having that other partner, but everything falls on you. And so it is very similar. It's not the same thing, but it's very similar. I wish my husband worked 3 days a week for the same salary. That motherfucker needs a break, dude. I feel so bad for him. Not even kidding. Like, that's part of the reason why I keep offering to get jobs, because I keep wanting to take shit off of him. Although it doesn't do anything because I don't make enough for it to fucking matter, which sucks. No, we were in a live on so two different people came in with Fancy's name in their title and two different pictures of one of her daughters. It was the same daughter, but one had a picture of her, and then the other one had a different picture of her. And that's fucked. I don't care that that girl's an adult. She's an adult. Doesn't make it right. That is still somebody's family, and you don't need to do that. Period. I've seen that one before. Whoa. Hold on. Oh shit. Oh shit. Holy shit. Sorry. Give me 1 second. Sorry. Shit. What was going on? Samantha, what are we talking about? Sorry. I looked on my phone for a hot second. Yeah, I know, right? And I think it's the 40 gallon. No, it's the beta tank. There's nothing in it, and so we just kind of forget that it's there. It's the beta tank. I'm looking right at it. It's like this far down because there's nothing in it. We just have it running with water and plants right now. At least I know which tank it is. It doesn't have an auto filler like the other ones do. So basically I have to fill it, otherwise he just I'm the one who can't stand the noise. Drives me insane. I have to get him up at what did we decide on? 4:15, I think. Yes, like and subscribe. Absolutely. If you're not subscribed, why are you here? I love getting sweatshirts that are ridiculously too big. Like, look at that. I do not like clothes that fit. Like, I have these sweatshirts that are just like I can fit 2 of me in these things. Omegle doesn't exist anymore, dude. What are you talking about? Omegle's gone. I did. We did a 2 out of 3, and I actually won both of them, so we didn't have to do a third one. I feel bad. Oh, you used to do. I'm sorry. I didn't see the use. Sorry. I only partially read it correctly, apparently. It is officially my half birthday. Great. I'm that much closer to dying. I appreciate that. I just scared myself. That was great. Thanks. It's your hubby's birthday today. Woo woo. The best size tank for a beta, just for one beta, they suggest a 10 gallon. We actually have a 5 gallon mine was perfectly fine in. I wouldn't go any smaller than a 5 gallon. A lot of beta tanks, they tell you to put it in a cube. I had one originally in a 3 gallon. I wouldn't do it again. But like we have a 5 gallon that goes this way. It's a 5 gallon that looks just like a 10 gallon and goes this way. We had a tall 5 gallon, and then now we have a 5 gallon this way, and it was okay in a 5 gallon. They suggest a 10 gallon, but you can get away with a 5 gallon. I don't save videos on TikTok. That's weird. Yeah, you can't put them in a cube, dude. That's just awful. That's like sticking a dog in a kennel its whole life. Like, and that's another thing. Like hermit crabs, they'll give you these little things with like some sand in it and like a little tiny beach, and they'll put a hermit crab in a thing like this. My hermit crabs are in a 20-gallon tank. Okay, my hermit crabs are in a 20-gallon tank. The substrate is supposed to be this deep because they need to be able to dig. So my substrate's this fucking deep in my hermit crab tank, which is like what this like this big. It's a 20-gallon tall. And then they like to climb. So then you got to put stuff on the wall so they can climb, and then they climb up on the ceiling. Like hermit crab they do not sell hermit crabs correctly at all. People who have hermit crabs have no idea what you need for hermit crabs. Hermit crabs need humidity, they need a specific substrate, they need it 6 inches deep, they need stuff to climb on. It's wild. I don't even understand saving. Basically, if I want something, I just retweet it. I like repost it. Sometimes liking stuff doesn't work. Like I'll hit like and it doesn't show up in my liked stuff. So sometimes if I really want something, I'll just repost it. I've never saved anything. I don't understand it. I don't understand it, so I don't do it. How does Cura on the Table only have 46 freaking views? I'll have to put some stuff on it. Yes, hermit crabs climb. I've had dwarf African frogs. Those are the ones that go in water. The dwarf African ones. No, they have to have at least a 5-gallon. I have two that won't leave my kitchen. Smush them. My husband doesn't want me to smush daddy long legs because they eat other stuff. Did they tape? Somebody actually screen recorded our battle. No, so a lot of them don't bite. Beta. Yeah, we have a heater in ours. That was cute. Somebody got part of my battle where somebody had gifted me a witch. And I was like, because I kept talking, she kept getting pumpkins. I'm like, I want a pumpkin. So somebody did a big pumpkin and there was a witch with it. And I was like, ah, it's a witch. My kid had a beta named Burger, so I can't really say anything. Your kids throw daddy long legs at each other? Like at each other, or they throw daddy long legs at other daddy long legs? No, you get a heater that's correct for the size of the tank. Every heater is you get a 5 gallon heater, a 10 gallon heater, a 20 gallon heater, a 30 gallon heater. If you get a 5 to 10 gallon heater, you'll be fine. You also get a thermometer, a thermostat thing, and you put it in there, and ours is fine. We have a 10 gallon heater in there with the thermostat, and it stays exactly where it should be. I bet it named Handsome. Oh my god! I remember one time when I was little, there was a bunch of like inchworms out on the cement. I was like 3. How do I remember this? Anyway, I remember picking them up and going like this and flinging them at the neighbor boy. I have like 2 memories from when I was a kid. She messages me back, please don't beat me for real. Oh my god. The things you find out later. The things you find out later. Like I didn't see that coming. Did not see that coming. I remember that. I remember 3 things from when I lived. I had to be under 5 because I moved when I was 5. I remember 3 things. 4 things. I remember flinging inchworms. I remember there was Ghostbuster toothpaste, and it came with this little Slimer topper that I had on my finger, and I was running around. And I smacked myself into the wall and gave myself a fat lip. I was 2.5. I remember me and my babysitter and another person were outside, and we were doing fireworks, and the smoke overwhelmed us, and like 2 of them puked, and I didn't. And then I remember when they were setting off fireworks out in the like communal parking lot, and somebody like blew their arm off. Weird, the memories that you have. Yeah, we were just talking about you. I didn't tell him your other name. I just said that you were a fucking asshole troll to me. And I had no idea that was your fucking name. None. I was like, oh hell no. Are you fucking serious? I was like, I was like typing on here, like, I want to beat her ass. I'll fix it later. There's somebody else that got blocked by Fancy. I gotta fix her too. Fancy was fucking fighting with somebody in my freaking chat, and I think she blocked her because she said she muted her, but I think she blocked her. So I'm gonna have to fix it. That or she's like muted like indefinitely, so I have to fix that. And I keep forgetting, so I'm gonna go in and fix both of those. What were you doing running amok? You're wreaking havoc places? Oh, whatever just happened. It's never happened before. Holy shit. That has never happened before. Oh my god. Holy shit. Oh my God. No. I don't know what just happened. That has never happened to me ever. Holy shit. That has never happened. Oh my God. Oh my God. I am so lucky I didn't just puke my guts out. Oh my God. No. Have you ever took a really, really, really hot hit of weed? Where you get the lung, where it burns right here. Like when you get the really hot hit, that's why I use a bong. But you get that hot hit and it hits right here and like you can't for like 2 straight minutes because this burns so bad. Well, whatever the hell I just did with hold on. See, it's fine now. This I don't know what happened, but it like opened up and it's like never like it was weird. It like went whoosh and it burned all right here, dude. It burned really bad right here. And it felt exactly right here on the top of my palate, like when you get that hot weed burn. A weed burn is not like a cigarette burn, by the way. You got to know what I'm talking about here. When you take that hit, and you're like, and you hold it for a minute. Oh my God! And you get that burn for like 2 straight minutes, and you cannot catch your air. You're like, I know, man. Even my breathing treatments are fucking out for me. Yes. That's why I use a bong, dude. It cools it down better. Like, oh my God. I miss Michigan. I can't wait, dude. So, licenses are legal in Kentucky, and I have not had anything in 2 years since I went to Michigan. I had it in Michigan. We moved from Michigan, and the last time I've had anything was when we went to Michigan where it's legal. And because I don't trust nobody down here, I'm like, I'm not buying off people. No way. So you can get your medicinal license down here, but there's no dispensaries. So I didn't get the license, and I've not done anything since I was in Michigan. But I will tell you, they've already been setting up the dispensaries, and they're supposed to open in January. And I will be able to get a license because I already know I can because I've had it before, and I have like 3 reasons I can have it. So I'm gonna go get my fucking license again. But holy shit. Vape from the start. I can get it for chronic pain. I have a pain disorder. And PTSD. And fibro. There's a lot of reasons I can get it. I don't know if I didn't have ADHD when I had it before. I wasn't diagnosed yet. So I have no idea. It just, for me, it helps my pain. It's like the only thing that helps my pain. So, yeah, no, dude, I was so pissed. So we were getting ready to move to Kentucky, and they were like, we're going to legalize, like free range legalize in Michigan. And they legalized like a week before I moved, or like a week after I moved, or whatever the fuck it was. Like, oh my God. I was like, I'm not moving. I'm not moving. So it was frustrating. So the last time I've been up there, when I one of the things I did when I went up there was fucking get some. Which I would tell you guys a real funny story about that, but I'm not going to. But yeah. So I could just hear Reddit after that one. No, thank you. I've told the story before, but I'm not gonna do it right now. But yeah, so I'm definitely gonna do that. But no, I used to smoke when I was in college. I smoked vanilla cigarillos, which look exactly like cigarettes, but instead of being nasty cigarette, they're like they taste like cigars, but they look exactly like cigarettes. They're called Cheyennes. They're super cheap, and they were vanilla, which is hard to find vanilla anymore. But I would smoke those. I think I smoked like a whole I would only do it socially when we went downstairs because all the girls smoked. So I would basically smoke. One time I left around there like we know these are yours because you're the only person who smokes these. And I remember when I was going to my graduation and my mom was there and they're like, "Oh yeah, did you quit smoking?" My mom was just like, My mom died of COPD, y'all. So, I'm not a cigarette smoker, never have been. I grew up around it. It stinks. I fucking hate it. I can smell it a mile away. I'm good. But I did those for a short time when I was in college. And then other than that, it's only just been weed. And then I started vaping two, maybe 3 years ago. I want to say 2, but yeah. The only other thing that I ever smoked was hemp cigarettes. Like wild hemp. What was the other ones I did? But basically, it's like hemp cigarettes, where they have like a little bit of THC, but almost nothing. I've tried some Delta pens. They're not super great. I have one with live resin in it right now. Makes me fucking die. It burns my lungs so bad. Whatever that was did not sound good. No. You already know you're in trouble. No for you. And no for you. Because I always want you to. No. 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 Go lay down. Littles, get in here. Littles? Is that the only little that followed me out? Bronxy, if you did, you're out there now for good. Nope, there's all 3. I don't know what the noise was, but when I went out there, they had knocked the couch cushion off. We're getting ready to put the Velcro on tomorrow. We haven't got to do it because we needed the vacuum. And we picked up the vacuum today, and then there wasn't enough time because I accidentally left my husband at work for an hour because my ringer was off. So we're going to put the Velcro on tomorrow so they can't keep knocking the couch cushion off, because that's how it got eaten. The corner got eaten because they knocked it off and then they chewed on it. So nice. I don't think they were no, I think those are probably my hemp cigarettes, to be honest. They're probably my hemp cigarettes. My husband went from smoking cigarettes. He started smoking when he was 8. So he's smoked cigarettes, and then he went to vaping. And every now and then he'll do cigars, but he fucking hates them, like mini cigars or whatever. I still have some hemp cigarettes, and then I got something from Tennessee. Live resin vapes suck. I will never buy another one. That burns so bad. Oh my God, it burns so bad. And then it takes my breath away for like the next 2 minutes. I cannot breathe. Yeah, I'm not ever buying. And that was not cheap. I'm never buying another live resin. No way. Pre-rolls are fine. We'll be fine with the pre-roll. No, I will never buy live resin again. I have Lost THC, I think. Oh my God. Nope, never doing that again. Never again. I can't even use it, dude. It burns so bad. Like, fucking pot don't burn that bad, dude. And that's even if you get that fucking cherry hit. Like, holy shit. Oh my God, those live resin ones are awful. I have it in there, but like, it's like practically full because I'm like, I can't do it. I've done the Delta 8 like pens or whatever. My biggest problem is I always end up wasting them because it's like $40 for one this big, and I only ever get it like that far. Like, I don't ever use anything, so I buy this shit and then it goes in the trash because, whatever. Yes, I am very well aware of what hemp is. Hemp itself has good values, though. So it depends. There is hemp cigarettes that have less than 0.03, and then there's ones that have like 0.03. So I have ones that have no THC in them at all, and then I have some that have the itty bitty bit of THC. So, yeah. Wild hemp pineapple is really good. Just FYI. No, just hemp itself is I'm not saying it's good for you, but like it's got its own things. The THC for me is not really that big of a thing because I don't like getting high. I hate sativa. I will not use like if it's straight sativa, keep it away from me. Sativa makes me feel like I'm on a boat and I don't like it. And then gummies are usually almost sativa, almost always sativa. If you're lucky, you might get a hybrid, but gummies I can only take half because I don't like feeling like I'm on a boat. I do not like feeling high. When I smoke, it's indica or indica heavy hybrid because I don't like the head high. I don't like it. Um, I just don't. I want it for pain. I want it for like I use it for adult reasons. I don't like feeling high at all. I've never been drunk. Um, I've been, I've had a couple of buzzes, that, but I feel when I say I didn't feel like a boat those times, but I don't know what it is. Ever since I moved to Kentucky, like using like Delta 8 or whatever, like I feel like I'm on a boat and I don't like it. Yeah, I have a hard time finding the hybrid gummies though. Most of the time, if they don't have the word hybrid on them, then they're sativa. And the first time I ever took one, I didn't realize that there was a difference. And the guy told me that they were fast acting and they'd hit in 20 minutes. That is a lie. Fast acting ones are 45 minutes, and I set a timer. So at 20 minutes, I took another one. I am that story, the idiot who takes two. I did. And then they both kicked in. And while I was waiting, I was using a Delta 8 pen. It was bad. I just kept saying I don't have any hands. I didn't have any hands. I had no hands. What was it? I have no hands. I have no hands. I have no feet. I had no hands. I had no feet. It was so bad, dude. It was so bad. Never again. I hate sativa. I can't do it. Yes, Elena. Literally, so that during that fucked up trip, my husband's like, "You're just gonna go in because we were on his way to his mom's." See, this was the first time Marshall got taken. So Marshall got taken. I was under a bunch of fucking anxiety, so I bought some fucking gummies. Okay, and we're on his way to his mom's, and I am literally just out of my head. Out of my head, dude. And he's like, "You're gonna go into mom's and you're just gonna lay down." I'm like, "No, I'm not. I'm perfectly fine." Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, "I'm awake. I'm good." I walked into her house. I didn't say a word. I walked in her house, walked into her bedroom, wrapped up like a fucking burrito, and prayed to God I lived through it. Had some fucked up fever dreams, whole nine. Felt like the bed was eating me. Like I was like, I was the person, the person who like when they drink too much, like I'll never drink again. And that's how I felt, dude. I was not okay. I was not okay. Oh my Lord. Michelle, that sounds like what happened to me, man. Oh my Lord. Elena, I feel you. Oh my Lord. Oh my God. Oh my God. Like, I don't know why anybody would want to feel that way. I don't know why anybody would want to feel that way. They sell mushrooms at our vape shop, and I almost bought, like, they have a pack of 3 for $5, and I'm contemplating it. But I have a friend that I worked with who he was the happiest guy I've ever met. He was not in the head, like he was not okay, but he like put on this really good front. And he loved to do just substances. And he warned me how to do like the mushroom thing. And I was going to, and then I didn't, and I never have, but like I'm kind of contemplating because I've heard really good things about it. If you don't get like the trippy ones. I don't want trippy ones. I don't like being high, dude. Yes, so bad, dude. Oh my God. I haven't had one in, oh my God, months on months on months on months on months. I don't even remember the last time I had a fucking gummy honest, to be honest. Nice, Maggie. Nice. Nice, Michelle. Just sit there. I'm a roast. I'm a marshmallow. I could just see it right now. Just sitting there. I'm a marshmallow. I'm a marshmallow. I have no object permanence to begin with. So, yes, yeah. I know. That's why I'm worried about doing it, to be honest. That's why I'm worried. Yeah, no, I wouldn't get like they have ones that are not trippy ones. You know what I mean? He was telling me like he was scaring the shit out of me, which is another reason why I was like, no. Yeah, he told me that some of them cause less psychosis, and I'm like, that's what maybe I'm like, maybe not, maybe not, maybe not, maybe not, because like I'm good. I don't want to hear Jesus. I don't want to hear Jesus. I don't want to see Jesus. I don't want to hear Jesus. I don't want nothing. Like I'm good. I am not okay. I don't like that kind of stuff. Mm-mm. It sounds terrifying. I kind of want to. The ones that I'm looking at are not like super scary ones, supposedly. Nice. Nice. As long as you didn't feel like you were in the movie. I am Kung Fu Panda. Yeah, my mom and my daughter were my mom. Fuck me. My dad, my husband. Woo! My husband and my daughter thought it was the funniest thing ever because I just kept saying I didn't have any hands. I didn't have hands, I didn't have feet. I just kept saying the same shit over and over. Got escorted out because there was a fire breathing dragon on the dance floor. Did they realize you were out of your head and help you out or oh, that fucking panda was kicking my face and then some crane bird came at me. I think a tiger too. Oh, that'd be bad. I wouldn't want to watch a movie like that, while I'm out of my head. I wouldn't want to watch any movie while I'm out of my head. Can you imagine you're watching like some, big gunfire movie and you're the whole time you're trying to dodge bullets while you're saying no. Oh my god, no. No, I'm good. I'm doing this again. They're shorter though. Technically, I could go to the gym right now. Technically. Because he told me that I should technically go to the gym before I get him up. Dodging your head, you're like, Corinne's over here like, no. Right. Dude, my tolerance is fucking stupid. My tolerance is fucking stupid. I like as little as I was ever smoking. Because I didn't, I did it when I went over to my friend's house before I got my license. And I was in my 20s, whatever. And you'd think with as little as I did it, I would not have a good tolerance, but I had a good tolerance, dude. There was only certain things that could even get me even remotely buzzed. I'm still getting weird things in my fucking throat from that shit. What the fuck? Yeah, he wants me to get him up at 4:50. Snoring, growling, barking. Perfect. Damn it, dude. It's something that's stuck in the back of my throat. It's so cold out though. It's gonna be so bad to go to the fucking gym because he wants me to go like 1 a.m. It's fucking cold out, bro. You thought they figured out it was a train and you should go home? Yeah, probably. Hey, enough. Oh my God. It's all fucked up back there. You all right over there? What was that about? You tripping? Literally tripping? Like you tripped over that. One time there was this really good hydro shit. I channeled Eminem for like 30 straight minutes. It was so bad. It was so bad. That's one time I can remember it actually affected me. Damn it. That really fucked up my throat. So I'm like stuck back there now. Where's my water bottle? Must be in my room. You're going to bed now? You work 12 hours again because life sucks for you. I understand that. I think I am actually going to contemplate going to the gym right now. So I will talk to you lovelies tomorrow. I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging around. You guys are awesome. If you came to the battle, thank you so much. If you didn't, I appreciate you anyways. So I think I'm actually going to go to the gym for a little bit. So I will see y'all later. Bye.